I feel disgusted by what the Honourable Gentleman has just said. Can you imagine if you're a victim or survivor listening to that? I'm sure his intent is to get to the truth and get justice. But the language, please think about who hears our words.
Rupert Lowe is an excellent politician and asks hard-hitting questions, as should all politicians. In the House of Commons, Rupert Lowe asked questions and demanded answers over the rape gang scandal, and ended his speech by saying he wanted swift and brutal justice for the demons responsible. Astonishingly, this sent Sarah Champion into tears, as she claimed his language was too rough. You couldn't make this up. In today's video, we will watch and react, all whilst going over all of the latest news from up and down the country. But first, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel and join our fast-growing community. Just a quick one to say we do have t-shirts available on our website. We have stuck farmer and Make Britain Great Again ones. Make sure you check the link in the description or go to britishstand.com. So have a watch of this.
Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker. Given that the opposition amendment has been accepted, I'm not going to stand here and outline my disgust at what has happened with regard to the historic grooming gang scandal. The British people want answers, so I'm going to ask questions of the Labour Party, and several of them. Will the government commit to urgently deporting all guilty foreign nationals involved, including family members who were aware of the crimes and therefore complicit? Wives, sisters, mothers, cousins, if they knew and said nothing, these individuals are just as guilty as the rapists themselves. Will the government commit to stripping citizenship from dual nationals implicated and deport them as well? Race or religion must protect nobody. Will the government commit to pausing all Pakistani visas and foreign aid into the country until the Pakistani government agrees to accept any of its deported citizens that have perpetrated these crimes on British soil, and also imprisons these rapists and their accomplices in Pakistan, however they see fit? Will the government undertake a full investigation into officials who had knowledge of these crimes yet failed to act? Establish a specified task force to root out this wicked evil. Don't just fire these vile individuals, prosecute them. How many girls are estimated to have been raped? Is there a tally for the overall number of rapes? Horrifyingly, it may well be in the millions. We just don't know. How many vulnerable young girls are estimated to still be involved in these gangs? If there is no estimate figure, why not? Will a regular update be published detailing ongoing prosecutions and sentencing? Will the government publish a full nationality breakdown of those convicted for such offences, along with the location of their crimes? How many known foreign rapists per town, per region? Will they publish a breakdown of the immigration status of those involved? On what grounds were they in the UK? Do they have previous convictions? How many foreign nationals found guilty have been released but not deported? And how many re-offences... I'm going to carry on if that's right. How many re-offences have occurred since release? How many of these monsters are walking on the same streets as the girls they raped and abused? One report suggested a victim had come face to face with her rapist in the supermarket. Is the government comfortable with that? How many of the foreign rapists were in receipt of any form of state benefit?
Would the Honourable Member give
I'm going to carry on if that's right. How many released currently receive any state benefit? How many children have been born following a rape from these men? How many have been given access to the child against the mother's wishes? And how many have used the child as a route to remain in the UK? Will the government commit to preventing this in future? How many deportations have been blocked due to the rapist's right to a family life or other ECHR influences? Will the government set up a dedicated, confidential and accessible official process for whistleblowers to safely raise their concerns regarding foreign rape gangs, ensuring it is safe, secure and easy to find? Will the government release all court transcripts relating to these cases so the British people can understand just part of the horror for themselves? How many of these documents have been hidden due to the cost of release? This should not be an obstacle to transparency on these trials. Will lifelong sentences now be considered for those British citizens involved in the crimes, but also those in positions of power who acted to cover up the scale of the abuse? Which politicians, local and national, had knowledge of these events but failed to act? Again, going as far as to actively conceal what was truly happening. These are the facts that the British people want to know and the British people deserve to know. All of these questions have also been submitted in written form, and I look forward to receiving open and transparent answers. The mass rape of young white working class girls by gangs of Pakistani rapists is a rotting stain on our nation. This is not about Elon Musk. This is not a bandwagon of the far right. This is about the victims and ensuring swift and brutal justice is delivered to those demons responsible. It is about distinguishing between right and wrong.
I feel disgusted by what the Honourable Gentleman has just said. Can you imagine if you're a victim or survivor listening to that? I'm sure his intent is to get to the truth and get justice. But the language, please think about who hears our words.
What are your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments. Lastly, King Charles hopes that Meghan Markle's new Netflix show will succeed, so that the Duke and Duchess of Sussex can remain self-sufficient, according to a royal expert. Prince Harry, 40, and Meghan Markle, 43, announced they would be stepping back as working royals in January 2020, becoming finically independent from the crown. Royal broadcaster Helena Chard believes King Charles, 76, would likely encourage Meghan's show to be a success. Chard said, he hopes that Harry and Meghan remain self-sufficient, financially afloat, and do not come knocking at his door. Royal commentator Kinsey Schofield agreed that the King would want Harry and Meghan to achieve their ambitions independently. She told Fox News, I do know that the King is eager for Harry and Meghan to find purpose and professional success. He believes they might move beyond their bitterness if they feel like they are achieving their goals. The royal couple experienced great success when they launched their record-breaking Netflix debut series, Harry and Meghan, as part of a lucrative 5-year deal set to expire this year. However, the Californian-based royals have had several projects that have failed to hit the same heights, including Meghan's podcast series. Launched in August 2022, Archetypes intended to explore the labels and stereotypes that hold women back, but despite a star-studded guest list, the podcast's initial buzz fell away. In June 2023, Spotify and the Sussex's production company, Archwell Audio, announced they were parting ways, with some sources alleging that Spotify had higher expectations regarding the amount of content produced. Richard Fitzwilliams previously told the media that the renewal of the Netflix contract is absolutely pivotal if the pair wants to continue to remain self-sufficient. What are your thoughts on what we discussed in today's video? Let me know down in the comment section below. If you've not yet already, make sure you do drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel for more British content. Thank you, take care, goodbye.